Alright fellas, here we're back on our Pokemon TCG video where we got ourselves the official announcement for quote-unquote official Phantasmal Flames, our English set for November. We can reveal Phantasmal Flame will be the name of our second Mega Evolution set. This is pretty good for multiple things. The set will release on Friday, November 14th. Pre-release will take place from November 1st to November 9th. Based on the name, our set should be based on Japan's Mega Gengar EX and Mega Diancie EX decks, and Inferno X featuring Mega Charizard EX releasing in September. And here's the upcoming content. Okay, so we already knew that, we know that August 1st, in 2 days, one day as of uploading this, Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia are going to release with Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir. We already went over the secret rares, all that. Like, we know the contents of that set, right? September 5th, we'll have 2 pre-constructed decks with Mega Gengar EX and Mega Diancie EX. These, we don't know the contents, we don't know the cards, or like what they look like, rather. We don't know if they're going to have secret rares, or if they're going to be illustration rares. You know, they could be cool things, but we don't know, right? But we know that they're going to be having their own decks. And they're going to be a part of this set. Makes sense. Phantasmal Flames. That's Phantasmal, Gengar, Flames, Charizard. Part makes sense. And then September 26th, in Japanese, we're going to be getting Inferno X featuring Mega Charizard. Oh, probably X. I would imagine they're going to put Y in it as well. I mean, I know it's Inferno X, but I wouldn't be surprised if it also has Mega Charizard Y in it. Makes sense to me. But we will be getting Mega Charizard, right, for that set. And this will be a September 26th set. And then we'll be getting the other sets, Ninja Spinner, Storm Emerald, Mega Dream EX, and Abyss Eye between like October to January-ish, I would assume, is going to be like what these sets are going to be kind of taking up. And those are for Japanese, right? We already know Mega Evolution is releasing September something. I don't remember. In English. It's like the middle of September. We're going to be getting the Mega Evolution set, which is going to be featuring the cards from Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, right? It's going to be featuring these cards. Does it actually say here when the set will be? Yeah, September 26th is when we're going to be getting the English release of Mega Evolution base set, right? This will be our second set, meaning that this set is going to be November 14th. This is a month and a half later, pretty much. That's not like uncommon, but it's also, I mean, pretty good. Think about it. Like, we got, I think it was like, was it early June that we got Destined Rivals? And then we got, this month, we also got Black and White. So, like, instead of doing monthly sets, we're doing, like, you know, a month and a half. And even for Japanese, going from August 1st to September 26th for your second set, that's also really good. It's like they're going a lot slower, seemingly, for the Mega Block with releasing sets, which is pretty good given the current market of the TCG and stuff. And maybe they're doing it for that reason and also to give themselves time to print more product. We'll have to see really how that keeps like making an impact, if it does at all. Especially given tariffs for Japanese product and stuff like that as well. That's always going to be something you're going to have to kind of consider with that. But yeah, the big points with this is that we're going to be getting Mega Evolution base set September 26th, and then November 14th, we're going to be getting Phantasmal Flames, which will feature the cards from Inferno X, as well as these Gengar and Diancie EX like boxes, right? Which, again, we do not know the illustration rares for. I think it's very interesting that they're putting those cards as just like battle decks, basically, but you know, you can attribute it to the same type of status as like the Steven and Marnie with like Steven's Metagross and Beldum and stuff like that, which I guess technically the illustration rares of those did become exclusive to those deck box or theme decks, but obviously the Metagross was pullable in Destined Rivals. I'm gonna guess Marnie's was probably also pullable as well. In the same set, but I know for firsthand that because I pulled Steven's Metagross, right? But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be getting these deck boxes alongside the cards that are gonna be in Inferno X, which again we do not know the details for. I would imagine we're gonna be getting drip fed like the details for Inferno X between middle of August to early September, and then of course, you know, on to actual release date for the set. It's good. And September 26th is a pretty late amount of time, and it does not seem like there's going to be actually like any new sets releasing between Mega Brave and Symphonia and Inferno X, other than of course these deck boxes and maybe like some, you know, maybe some extra product and stuff like that, some special promos and whatever, but not really any major sets or any sets really at all. I would assume as much anyway. And this set also releasing, again, this being the second set is also confirming pretty much the whole theme they have with Charizard cards being the theme of second sets. Let me pull up the past expansions of the TCG real quick. Okay, we go here, we can see we got ourselves Mega Evolution series, we got the Mega Evolution right there. We go back here to Scarlet and Violet. We had gotten Scarlet and Violet first, then Paldea Evolved, and then Obsidian Flames. This is our Charizard set. It had the Charizard in it. Go back to the Sword and Shield era. Sword and Shield, Rebel Clash, Darkness Ablaze. This had actually no, did Artist Woods have Charizard in it? Pretty sure it was actually Eternatus focus. No, yeah, it had Charizard in it. Yeah, okay, but it also Champion's Path, I believe, had Charizard in it too. Am I wrong? Oh no, it didn't. Huh? I thought. No, it does. Okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah, it did have Charizard, but it wasn't one of the featured cards on the set. Anyway, but yeah, and then we go back to Sun and Moon era. Third set, Burning Shadows. This was the big Charizard set here. XY series. The second actual XY set was Flash Fire, and it also had Charizard as the focus. And then Black and White didn't really do this stuff. This mostly emerged from the XY series onward, where the second or third set would focus on like Charizard as like one of the big headlining cards. So this being our second set and having Charizard is mostly seeming to be a nod to go back to like Flash Fire. And I mean, if we want to contribute or like attribute rather any of how Flash Fire went to how this set's gonna go, it ain't gonna be good, because Flash Fire was one of the most expensive X and Y sets even back during the actual era itself, because I mean chat, it's Mega Charizard. What do we expect, right? It's Mega Charizard. It's gonna happen. Mega Lizardon EX, sure. So yeah, this being our second set for Charizard makes a ton of sense. So it was always gonna happen, or it was going to be our third set, whatever, right? Mega Gengar being here as well is pretty huge, especially if we do end up getting special illustration rares for it. I'm doubtful that we will, given that it's part of a deck box or a theme deck for the Japanese card, but we could, you know, we could see pretty much anything happen. We don't really know, obviously. And then, of course, onwards from that, we'll be getting Ninja Spinner, Storm Emeralda, Mega Dream EX, and Abyssai. We do not know, like, or release order for these. We do not know any cards for these, not even really the featured. We're just kind of mostly guessing. Storm Emeralda featuring Mega Rayquaza is a big guess. Ninja Spinner featuring Mega Greninja is a guess. A good guess, but again, still a guess. And Abyssai, we're not really too sure of. It could be cool if that was Primals, but we'll just kind of have to see there, I suppose. And of course, also something to consider is that sometimes our sets do get combined. Oftentimes our sets get combined, like Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia being combined in base, or for Mega Evolution base set in English. So there is the possibility that Inferno X does get merged with another set like Ninja Spinner or Storm Emeralda. I wouldn't count on it though. I would say that it's going to be like a journey together situation where that set actually was not combined ever at all. And of course, you know, combining sets does not always have to happen. But I mean, you go back and look at examples. Again, I'll pull them up again. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we kind of look here. This is a decent example. You'll see Sword and Shield base, I believe, was these two sets and then they were combined. Rebel Clash, I believe, stayed about the same. Infinity Zone was Darkness Ablaze. Amazing Volt Tackle for Vivid Voltage. Single Strike, Master, Rapid, like these became one to become battle styles. Silver Lance and Jet Black Spirit became Chilling Rain. This is all for the Sword and Shield era. Go to Scarlet and Violet, you can see Scarlet and Violet base combined. Snow Hazard and Clay Burst became 2/3 of Paldea Evolved, the other being Triple Beat, which was apparently a high class set. We actually scroll down here a little bit more for this Scarlet and Violet era. You can see, yeah, Triple Beat was 1/3 of Paldea Evolved. We can also see Raging Surf here is 1/3 of Paradox Rift, so we go back up here and see, where is it at? Scarlet and Violet era. Yeah, 2/3 of Paradox Rift with Ancient Roar and Future Flash. So 3 different sets came together to make Paradox Rift, right? Just as an example. So our English sets do oftentimes come out of a merging of 2 or 3 Japanese sets on top of other like Japanese products, like how these deck boxes or theme decks, whatever they are, you know, the reconstructed decks for Mega Gengar EX and Mega Diancie EX are coming together to become just merged into what is basically going to be Inferno X plus them, which is Phantasmal Flames. So overall, that's the most information we've got so far. It's just pretty much the name. The name is very on the nose though. Phantasmal Flames. I mean, Phantasmal has to do with phantoms and all that stuff. You know, Mega Gengar makes the most sense. And then Flames, of course, Charizard. It is in the right time slot for that to be the release date of that set as well. November is a good time to also drop a Charizard, so it does make a lot of sense. And when was the release of this set? Obsidian Flames released in JP July 28th. When was it released in English? Obsidian Flames, August. I mean, yeah, so it seems like time could be a little bit off here or there, because also Scarlet and Violet base released, you know, in March, right? So it was very far off of when Mega Evolution is now, but you also consider the time. I mean, even the time, like, that's actually quite a bit faster. I mean, March to June, so You go August. Yeah, but well, no, September to November. I mean, it's roughly similar amounts of time given. Yeah, it's a roughly similar amounts of time. Anyway, so that's what we mostly are looking at here for Phantasmal Flames. Of course, we're going to be getting more information eventually. I would say probably after we'll be getting more information over Inferno X after Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, which is on the 1st. So give it a few weeks, and we'll start getting more drip-fed information for that set, and then that'll also lead into Phantasmal Flames for English. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, that's all I really got to say here. I'll see you later. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you all think about the upcoming Phantasmal Flames expansion for November 14th. It'll be a fun time. See you later. Peace.